Hello and welcome to Same Cast Different Day podcast. I am Martell Rowland.
And I am Tina Marie.
Y'all, she finally came back, y'all. She been gone for 8.5 months and she finally came back. She had to get her studio remodeled. Then after she got her studio remodeled, she had to jet off to the other side of the country. So I just want y'all to know she back.
Well, okay. I feel good to be back, and we just had like 25 minutes of technical difficulties, and here we are.
That
The
was
same.
you with the 25 minutes of technical difficulty. It wasn't even me this time. I'm happy that it wasn't even me. I'm just saying.
It was me. I definitely, well, I mean, you guys remember we reported on Milwaukee having a flood or whatever. So I was one of the people that got hit. So I had to do some modifications to where my studio is, but I'm back in business. And then, like he said, I had to go see my two men, Chris Brown and Young Jeezy in Vegas. You think I was gonna pass that up? Oh, it was a fantastic show, y'all. If you ever get a chance to see Chris Brown in concert, please go. It was well worth the money. And
I,
Jeezy. Now it
from the
wasn't that symphony thing. He was at Dreas, but Jeezy is Jeezy. Yes.
from the what they call it, the videos that I saw online of the Chris Brown show, I was blown away, especially when he performed "Look at Me Now" and he just flew into the air and he on that light up jacket thing was just flying around the stadium. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I never posted my video with that. I almost fell over because I was going around in a circle trying to follow him.
And that's almost fell over.
I did, but I did catch him going all the way around in a circle. I was like, wait, where did he go? And I was like, oh, he's up in the air. Yeah, it
I'm
was pretty.
happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
Yes.
So to get things going, y'all know Tina is like a medical professional. She has a degree in medical stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it was last week or sometime this past week, Donald Trump and that one guy who sounded like he smoked too much cigarettes, Robert F. Kennedy, went on live TV and said that Tylenol was linked to autism. And from what I know, from what people have been and from the research that I've looked at, autism was discovered way before Tylenol was a thing. And if Tylenol was causing pregnant women, when women are pregnant and taking Tylenol, and it's causing their kids to have autism, why do doctors always send people home with Tylenol? I'm like, make it make sense. I mean, you're more professional, so you can explain it more than I can. But
Yeah, so when it comes down to research, right, you always want to go to an accredited source. So, like the American Pediatric Medical Association, or something like that. I just made that up, but something like that, or the FDA now is getting because they kind of got their hooks in the FDA a little bit.
FDA actually went public and said that is not true. What Trump
Okay,
said about
okay, okay.
Tylenol and autism.
Yeah, no, that's like one of the only over the counter medications that is supposed to be safe in pregnancy. So everybody needs to realize and understand that all medication has some type of side effect. What they
Mhm.
look for is the one that is least likely to cause a side effect, right? So um, before they say something is safe for women to take in pregnancy, they have to do research, which means they research pregnant women having these medications, right? And this is some long, extensive research, right? Because side effects, from taking medications or whatever, don't necessarily happen right after birth, right?
Right.
So, but as far as Tylenol being linked to autism, I don't I don't think they really know what causes autism,
Hmm.
like to be honest, right?
Hmm.
So, you know,
So the
take your
group,
Tylenol. Take your Tylenol unless your doctor tell you not to. Like,
yeah, and then the group Autism Speaks, who does a lot of work with with autism, bringing awareness to it. They do fundraising and all these other kind of things. they also came out and said, yeah, there is no link to pregnant women taking Tylenol on your child ending up with autism. That just was totally wrong.
Yeah, I was reading, going to some autism organizations, the ones that actually, post accredited research, and it's like no.
Yeah. And it's the fact that like we thought he was gonna hold a press conference about something that was like really, really important, and that was the major press conference that he held to talk about that.
Tylenol.
Hmm.
So if pregnant women can't take Tylenol, did they say what they're supposed to take?
They probably did, but I don't remember what he said 'cause the shit was just stupid when he was talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't. I haven't paid attention to nothing news related. I've been on vacation in my brain. When you
Really?
told me about this, I was like, "Who said that?"
Our idiot president got on national TV. I mean, he met a whole
That's your
press.
president.
He had a real big press conference. He had like this big team of people that was standing behind him. It was just horrible, and it's already bad enough that he went to the United Nations and made a fool of himself in front of the whole entire world, telling the other worlds that their countries are trash and all these other kind of things. I think he was blaming them, talking about the teleprompter. The teleprompter had stopped working, so when he got to talk off the top of his head, nothing makes sense whatsoever. And then he was also mad about the escalator stopping while he was trying to go up the escalator, and the escalator had stopped on him, and he was kind of fit about that too.
While he was giving a press conference, this is what he was talking about.
Well, the escalator incident happened before the press conference, but the whole teleprompter thing happened during his no, during the UN thing. He was speaking to all the nations leaders, well, the world's leaders and stuff like that had got together. He was telling them about how trash their countries is and how they it's just he was just basically talking down to all these other countries, and I'm like, oh
What
my
was
god.
the purpose of the press conference? What was he supposed
Well,
to be?
the press conference was mostly about the Tylenol. The meeting at the United Nations was, I believe they had started. They had came together. I know they do these meetings. I don't know how many they do a year, but recently Russia had some drones that went into, I want to say, oh, Denmark, somewhere over there. It's one of the European nations. So they had shot down a few drones that Russia had flying in European airspace. So I'm guessing they was having a getting together about that whole thing because basically the UN was all the made up everybody that's made up of NATO that was there basically. I want to guess,
Mm.
and so yeah, they all got together, and I believe there was this private discussion strategy about what to do with Russia at this point, and he just started attacking everybody.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just like he was in he met with the king and queen and some of them people like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and he was there just rambling about Shakespeare and stuff that didn't make sense. This was just rambling, and even his own wife looking at him like, "Huh?" So actually,
That's your
the man is horrible. By the
that's
way,
your president.
before we get too far, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It does justice for us. Help us out. Hit that like and subscribe to make sure we get those views. That helps us. Helps the algorithm push out the podcast more. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe wherever you're streaming or listening, watching this podcast. So let's talk about TSU. So white conservatives went to Tennessee State to set up shop to debate, like Charlie Kirk did. They say they were traveling. They're traveling state to state and doing this in honor of Charlie Kirk. For those of you who don't know, Tennessee State is an HBCU. In front of their tables, they had signs that said DEI. Something about DEI is wrong and illegal. All illegals should be deported. Now let's talk about it. That's what they said on their sign. The two claimed that they did not know that TSU was a HBCU. For those of you who don't know, historically black college. Um, my whole thing is who goes somewhere, set up shop, and don't do their research. Like you really went to your hotel. They go to a state, they drive to a state, and they get to their hotel. They just research. They claim they research the college campus, and then just go to that campus and then set up shop and do this.
So ain't no way in the world, number one, okay. All this internet out here, did you not know that TSU is a HBCU? Number two, you said you did research. So when you did your
Exactly.
research, you didn't learn that it was an HBCU. I'm pretty sure that's one of the first things it says, right?
Cause yeah,
Number three, when you showed up, you didn't see all these black people down there.
they common sense wasn't working because they did.
Oh,
And then they did claim
oh,
that they reached out to the school
they were
and they
lying.
didn't hear anything back.
You knew
So
what you
yeah, so they decided to go to the college campus anyways and set up shop where they met a large group of protesters and they were forced to pack up everything and leave by the police officers because it's a lot of students there. They started protesting and yelling at them. They were talking about science. One of the students yelling at them about science and all these other kind of things. Uh, they said if the school would have given them permission and to know to have host their debate thing on their campus, they said they still would have been met with what they was met with when they got there. The thing is, you are two white conservative males at a historically black college telling people that DEI is wrong and all illegals should be deported. And once again, like Charlie Kirk was one of those people who feel like DEI was only related to hiring black people, and it's not. DEI was more than just the hiring of people. It had to deal with women getting equal pay also when it comes to being out in the corporate world and the workforce in general. So for them to say that DEI is wrong, no, DEI wasn't wrong. DEI was, to me, was a very good thing to have in place, and it had nothing to do with just hiring black people in certain positions. And then even if they do hire people, say like, oh yeah, I am a DEI hire. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to get a job just because I'm black. Like I have to be qualified to get that job. Like, I have to have a degree or whatever degree that you need and whatever certificates or whatever you have to complete to get that job. You have to have those things to get that job. So why would I apply for a job and not have the credentials I need to get the job?
People do it every day, sadly.
They do.
Hence, like Donald Trump.
It could mean right, especially Donald Trump, because there's a few people in my job looking at them like, how did you get your job? Funny story. I don't think I told this on a podcast before I finish this story. There are people at my job who don't know what I do. One of the guys who work in the emergency department, he was like, yeah, I've been working here for 6 months and I've never seen you do anything. I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, what do you do? And then it was so crazy because like 3 days after he said that, one of the security guards was walking down in the area that I work in. He was like, oh, that's what you do. I've been working here for such and such time and I didn't know what you did. I'm like, why doesn't people know what I do? Like, I'm quite offended here. Y'all think I just come here and get a paycheck and that's it? Like, I just walk around and get a paycheck? Like, what do y'all think I do all day here? I'm not here getting a free check. I mean, yeah, of course I'll be being me, but still.
Off.
I mean, the area that I work in, unless you have a reason to go down by the morgue, you don't go down there. So you're not going to actually see me doing any work unless you go down there.
That's what I'm saying. You be ducked off.
So I was like, yeah, but I was quite offended by that. But okay, back to the story.
You was not offended by that.
I was, because I be working. I be working real hard some days, and for people to go, oh, okay. I'm like, what do you mean? Or to not know what I do in general, like he didn't know like what department I worked in. Like we work in the same department, but there's different departments within the department, and he didn't know what department I actually worked for. He just know that I show up there every day, basically.
Oh, what you sipping on?
7-Up.
Oh.
I was offended, like God, everybody, because it's crazy. It's so many people around there. They was like, we never see you do anything. So it'd be like, wow, like you really don't think I work. But yeah, do your research, people. Like, so you went to HBCU, you targeting, you're telling these people that you try to debate them. Like when Charlie has said that the Civil Rights Act was a huge mistake. You going on a black college, you think you're going to a black college and debate that? And then
Nah.
there are so many conservatives who were like, no, he didn't mean that, it was a huge mistake and da da da. I'm like, yeah, he did mean it. And that's exactly what he said. That was his own words. And if for y'all to get on the internet and say that, like, oh, y'all, we read his stuff wrong. This is the same man who told us that if his 10-year-old daughter was to get raped, he will make her keep the baby.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I didn't even know who he was until he was shot. I had never heard of him in my life.
So yeah, I heard about the debates or whatever that he was doing, but
I didn't even know. I was like,
I didn't follow him the way how a lot of people were.
maybe I should pay a
So
little bit more attention because I really don't be caring about that type of stuff and them type of people.
right. So then the thing is, and then a lot of people, when I was talking about Charlie Kirk and I uploaded the video, like it was like a minute, 30-second video, I don't know what it was, on TikTok, there were a lot of people saying like, oh, he's just saying secondhand information. Like, this is direct news sources that I get my information from. It's not
Mhm.
secondhand news sources. This is direct news sources from actual reporters. Did I get my information from? Some people said just reading off of Google. I don't get none of my news articles. I don't type in a Google and then get a news article. That's not where I get any of my stuff that I report. Then they asked me like, have I watched the whole video on the Civil Rights Act? Because I'm like, a lot of people, I'm like, I know what the Civil Rights Act is, and I know what he said about the Civil Rights Act. That just like this man tried to say that Martin Luther King wasn't a good man in so many words. And then here we go now, white conservatives trying to treat this man like he was Martin Luther King. I said, Martin Luther King never spreaded hate. Charlie
Mm-mm.
Kirk wasn't spreading hate. Yes, he was. He was going around the country spreading hate. Like, I don't know how other way you could describe it. Like, there's videos of him out there just saying hateful things about black people, Mexicans, all kinds of stuff. And then there's like there were some people who were upset when I was like, they were mad that people were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. And then I was like, y'all was buying Skittles when George Zimmerman shot Trayvon Martin. Y'all were making fun of George Floyd when he got killed, calling him a drug addict. That he died. He didn't die from the officer holding their knee on the back of his neck and suffocating him. That's not what he died from. They trying to say that he died from a drug overdose from drugs.
Well, this shit called an occupational hazard on his behalf
Right.
because that's what it was, right? If that was his, what did he do for a living? Was that his job he did for a living?
Who? Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, occupational hazard. You can't go around saying stuff and think somebody is not going to take offense.
Literally last year and this past summer, that's literally what he was doing, just going around different college campuses debating people. And I don't even know if he ever went to HBCU and did these things. And then on top of that, it happened in Utah, the most whitest place in the world that you probably can ever go to. And they were like, "Oh well, the guy that shot him was a Democrat. He had a transgender roommate. He was a liberal. He was connected to a liberal party that told him." And there was no evidence that pointed at any liberal parties had anything to do with that man going to go do the shooting.
Did you hear anything like what like political affiliation with the shooter? Because I don't remember. I remember reading a bunch of text messages between him and his roommate.
They are trying to set the shooter identified as a Democrat, but he was raised in a conservative household. So all his family members were Trump supporters.
Okay, but so did they find out the motive for the shooting?
Um, did they find a motive?
Why did he shoot him?
I think it was in the text messages why he shot him. I can't remember exactly word for word 'cause I don't want to say something. And then, the conservatives come for me and be like, oh, you were wrong. So I don't know the exact motive of the shooting. I just know that he. I don't know. Charlie Kirk might have said something about the LGBTQ community and trans community, and by him having a trans roommate, they kind of set him off, and I guess after he did the shooting, he texted the roommate, or that all that transpired, and that's how he got caught. So yeah. Yeah, that's just yeah. And by the way, because I don't think we have anything else in here that relates to him. So there are Republicans who they already want to do a National Day of Mourning on Charlie Kirk's birthday, which is crazy because I think him and George Floyd have the exact same birthday that's born 20 years apart from each other. I believe George Floyd was born in 1973 and Charlie Kirk was born in 1993. So they want to, huh?
He was that young?
Mm-hmm. And for the Republicans want to do like a National Day of Remembrance for him, like his birthday is gonna be a Remembrance Day for him. I'm like, you serious right now?
I really don't care.
And then on top of that,
they call it whatever they feel like calling it.
And then on top of that, they want to put this man on our money.
Well, listen.
They want to put him on a quarter.
Listen, I don't spend cash anyway, so what?
I don't just think we should be more moralizing.
It's rare.
Somebody who is known for spreading hate.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. But anywho, to keep the show going, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's talk about, because Tina had brought this story to my attention. I hadn't knew nothing about it. It is about the bodies that was found in Houston.
Oh, I guess I'm the one that's going to do this part. Okay, so there were 6 bodies that have been found across the Houston Bayou. They have been found in a 10-day time frame. The 6 bodies, and so now they're thinking that it's a serial killer on the loose. But the city officials say they don't have any evidence of it being a serial killer. Locals want cameras along the bayou, and criminal justice experts believe putting the cameras will prove there's no serial killer. So I believe this was. Is it the hangings?
No, the hangings was in Mississippi.
Okay, so the hangings were in Mississippi. This is something different. Yeah, so people think that there is some type of serial killer going on. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, it could be. The thing about it, I feel like they should have really released like the races of the people, or let us kind of know what ethnicity of the people that they are, because could this be like a group of conservatives just killing Mexicans, and then they're throwing them, like, are these illegal Mexicans that are being killed and thrown into the bayou? Are they black people? Are they white? It would have been nice if they would have gave like a detail of like the ethnicity of these people to have a little bit more information to go with.
Details, like if anything was the killings were connected, like if they were killed in the same manner, if the victims were, like you said, same age, race, sex, all of those different things. So I didn't see any details as far as that, but with this, and then the hangings that was going on in Mississippi, it's a lot going on in the South. And
it's scary to be scary to live in the South.
Right now, I believe our city is down in Texas. I don't know if it's in Dallas or Houston. I don't know. It's one of them cities, when Milwaukee go to Texas. Yeah,
that thing.
And that was this weekend. That happened this weekend. So, I
think they always do Houston when they do that.
That's what I thought too.
They might be in Houston, like the Milwaukee take over Houston or something like that. Yeah. But if y'all down there and y'all listening, some of y'all should be traveling back home by now. But hopefully y'all was safe. Be safe when y'all go.
I hope it was a good, fun weekend down there.
Because it's crazy. Because for people who are true Northerners and them venturing down south, it has to be a scary situation for them. Like, I bet it's a lot of people who are like true Northerners now with everything that's going on, especially being black. And some of them were like, I'm not traveling down south. Like, I'm not gonna go to no deep, southern city. Like, I'm not gonna go somewhere like Alabama, Mississippi. Like, it's just not safe for people like that, especially if you're not really aware of what's going on or haven't really been exposed to, a lot of the craziness that's going on out there in the world. It has to be crazy.
Racism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all the racism that's going on out there. But yeah, all the racism that's going out there, like, it has to be scary for a true northerner to head down there and go through that. So, Luigi Maggiano. We haven't talked about him in a while on here.
That's bad.
Yes, he is fine. So the terrorism charges against Luigi Maggiano, the judge says the prosecutors failed to establish enough evidence to justify terrorism-related murder charges, but the second-degree murder charge still stands.
I think they dropped the terrorism and the first-degree murder.
I believe so.
Yeah, and then the second-degree murder charge still stands. I believe when I was
I'm hoping they find a way to get this over, because wasn't there a lot of evidence that was collected illegally that was submitted for the case that we talked about before? I mean, like a few weeks ago or a month or two ago, something like that.
I believe so.
So we're gonna keep y'all updated on the Luigi trial as it continues to go on.
And they dragging this. Sweet.
Because they trying to do everything possible to give him a death penalty. Is what they're. Yeah, I feel like it's being dragged out. The Dallas ICE Detention Center. So a gunman had fired on the ICE Detention Center in Dallas. 3 detainees were struck, and the shooter was killed. 29-year-old Joshua John reportedly used a sniper to kill detainees and then turn a gun on himself. So when Trump get on TV and say the things that he says about Mexicans and about all these other kind of things and how dangerous they are, it's crazy that in the picture he looked Mexican in that picture, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, I can't remember. But
who, Joshua John?
Yeah. But he looked like he mixed.
He does. Yeah.
He mixed with something that got some brown in their DNA. But when he get on TV and he spread all this hate about Mexicans and the hate speech and the rhetoric that he uses, he is fueling these people to go do these things. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these illegals that come to the country, they're not committing crime. Like, they can afford to commit a crime and run the risk of being deported. Like, I just don't understand. Like, he needs to stop with the hate speech and the rhetoric that he uses. Because the shit pisses me off.
Real hyper focus on the wrong stuff, right?
Exactly. Amazon. Let's talk about Amazon for all you Amazon shoppers out there. Amazon will pay a record $2.5 billion to settle a lawsuit accusing the company of deceptive practices when enrolling customers for their Prime membership. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, said Amazon deliberately made it difficult for customers to purchase an item without also subscribing to Prime. Some of the settlement money of $1.5 billion will be refunded to customers who were impacted by Amazon.
I feel like it should be a lawsuit for when you tell me next day or 2 day shipping and I don't get it when it's supposed to come, and it's
oh my God, yes. Oh my God, I hate it so much. Like, I pay for your subscription to get my stuff in 1 to 2 days, or for it to come overnight. And it's crazy because I always, when it don't come in the time frame that it's supposed to come, I always call and complain. Like, y'all gonna give me some type of refund or credit. You're gonna give me something. I don't care if it's $5. You're gonna give me something, because I pay for this Prime subscription to get it in 2 days. And then sometimes if it's something that that isn't more than $25, but I want it right away, so I pay the extra $2.99 to get it.
Or I find something else to buy just so it can be like overnight.
Like, come on, man. Like, help us out. Help a brother out. Like, come
Right.
on, what y'all supposed to be doing. So this next story, when it first happened, I was caught off guard. I'm like, dang, he looked like one of my Facebook friends. So I remember I had a Facebook friend who started like doing a massage like business or whatever, parlor or whatever. I don't know what they're called. Is there like they call massage parlors? I don't know what they're
I
called.
mean, it's a lot of traveling massage therapists, quote
Right.
unquote, air quotes here. They do go to homes or they have like these little pop-up shops, kind of like makeup artists and like
Hmm.
hairdressers do. Um, but yeah, they can have their own place for that.
Well, Milwaukee County massage therapist charged in alleged sexual assault. Prosecutors said DeAndre Lewis continued taking massage clients and allegedly assaulted them even after his professional license was suspended. Records show Lewis and another man alternated ownership of Infinity Massage and Body Work between 2023 and 2025. Lewis is accused of multiple investigations dating back to 2018 and is scheduled for a pretrial hearing in December.
I've heard of Infinity Massage. You know, some people just look creepy, man. You know,
Yeah, because I'm like, when
like
I remember being Facebook friends with him, and I remember him like posting like videos and photos of this like massage thing that he had going on. I remember him advertising it, and then I saw like the whole story about him being charged with sexual assault. I'm like, oh, and then the thing about it is like, was he did they only have male clients? And
oh,
why are and then are these straight males? Are they straight women? Like who's going to you getting these services? Because I'm just trying to piece it together as and why. I mean, I'm pretty sure, the way how I hate to bring this up. Oh, I hate to bring it up because I hate it so much, and I hate that the LGBTQ community is like known for that. But hookup culture, they do a lot of hooking up, and I'm pretty sure all you have to do is just ask nicely once the massage was over. I'm just saying, and you could have avoided all of this.
I've never had a massage done by a man. I always choose women.
I have never had a massage in general.
You
Hey,
should.
Torian. Let's talk about Planned Parenthood. So, Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin to pause scheduling abortion appointments in October, starting October 1st, from following the federal appeal for decision that allows a provision of Donald Trump's tax spending bill effect. The temporary hold affects the organization's ability to serve patients after the court permitted a provision that bars clinic providing abortions from accepting Medicaid and other reproductive services. Like I said,
Hmm.
women it's their body, their choice. We shouldn't be trying to tell women what to do with their body. And I hate the men who always say that especially that one kid that was like, "Your body, my choice." Like, oh, that really pissed me off. Like, oh, it pissed me off. Like, this is something that should be up to debate what women do with their body. I mean, as a man, like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of men out there that don't like hell. Some of them got to be dragged to the doctor. Me got to be dragged to the doctor sometimes. So I'm just saying,
Hmm.
hell, let them do what they want to do with their damn body.
I agree.
So, sadly, we have to talk about a little bit more about this current administration and the whole point of the title of this podcast. Because we need to keep this fight going, y'all. We need to keep the fight. We can't let them keep doing this. So, the strike work and Jimmy Kimball is back on the air. Oh wait. There is still more work to be done. There is an attack on our rights every day with this current administration. He is weaponizing the federal government as much as he could against people who do not follow along with his views, along with the people he hates. He is using the FCC and other ways to control what we see on TV. He's using the Department of Justice to go after people who talk bad about him on the internet and who talk bad about Charlie Kirk. He wants the government to take control of a app to control what we see on there. There is still so much work that needs to be done, and we need to keep the fight going, y'all. We need to keep the fight going, and we need to keep talking about this. Our voice is our power. Don't let anyone take that away from you. And by the way, Disney also increased their prices of Disney Plus due to all the money they lost. I believe they lost like $5 billion during that whole, when everybody was canceling subscriptions, canceling their passes to Disney World. They was canceling their cruises and all these other kind of things. Yeah, they lost like $5 billion, and now they want to increase the price of Disney Plus. I believe Disney Plus is now $19.99 if you want to watch it without commercials.
Yeah, I don't care about commercials.
I hate commercials so much. But
because you young folks don't have no patience with anything.
I mean, I don't watch Disney Plus. I don't have a reason to really watch Disney Plus. Like I said, we have Hulu, but like I don't really watch live TV. Like I haven't been following wrestling for like the last 2-3 weeks or so. As far as what's going on with their programming, I just see like the complaints online. So, and that'll be the only time I will actually watch cable. So yeah, that's what we use because we use Hulu for cable. So yeah, like I don't watch TV enough. I don't watch TV enough. I don't watch Disney stuff enough to really care about Disney subscriptions. My personal opinion. Okay, so Trump was trying to distract us with everything that's going on at the UN, and with him sending the military to Portland. And giving the military full power to do what the military does against the American people. It's on American people. What else did he try to get us with the Tylenol situation? And now it comes out that his friend is in the Epstein files. So, billionaire Elon Musk and Prince Andrew are named in new files released by congressional Democrats that relates to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The files turned over to the House Select Committee by Jeffrey Epstein's estate appear to show Musk had been invited to the financier's island back in December of 2014. A separate manifest for a flight from New Jersey to Florida in May 2000 names the Duke of York among the passengers. And by the way, on that manifest is like the list of people that was on the plane. On that plane, and Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Andrew, and that one lady who just got out of jail, that Trump got out of jail. I can't remember her name, the Gloria something. She was on that flight with Prince Andrew going to Florida, by the way. Elon said that he did not get I put that wrong in my notes, y'all. But Elon said that he got an invite, but he did not accept it. He denied going or declined going. I'm so sorry. And Prince Andrews had denied any wrongdoing that has to do with anything related to Jeffrey Epstein. Just release the files. They try so hard tonight not to distract us by like there was a special election, I believe, held in Arizona where a Democratic Senate won a seat. And normally that same day or the next day or sometime within that week, that new senator is sworn in right away. So now the Speaker of the House, what's his name? It's Mike Johnson. He is basically holding up the swearing in or whatever of the new Senate into the House to prevent them from being able to put up a vote to release the Epstein files, because there are Republicans who are on the sides of Democrats to release the Epstein files, and now he doesn't want this new senator to get sworn in to take their seat, so that way they can't put up a vote. So once again, we have another politician protecting Donald Trump from the Epstein files that will need. And it's crazy because don't he realize after he's out of office and the next group of people come in? Actually, I should say that because we all got to vote for new senates and stuff. If not next November when we vote for governor. So a lot of these Republicans that's trying to hold on to their seats who are saying they're not going to run for re-election because they know they're not going to get reelected over it because of all the bull crap they've been doing to protect Donald Trump. So when those people are voted out and we have a majority Democrat House again, what are y'all gonna do? Because you can still. I'm just saying. I mean, what are you gonna do? You might as well release it now and accept the consequences. Why is that so hard to do? Let us know what's in there. We want to know if Donald Trump is in there because they know if Donald Trump is in there and he is sitting president, that's automatic grounds for impeachment. You have anything to do with the Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein?
Mm-hmm.
So just release the files and accept your punishment. That's all you got to do. Release the files. Release the files, and not files where there are names that they're blocked out and all these other kind of things to try to hide people that's in the file. I'm not release the whole unfiltered files, and then accept your punishment.
Is that your final thought?
It should have been my final thought. So Tina mentioned earlier about the hangings that was going on in Mississippi. So the Mississippi man, Demar Travion Reed, aka Trey, who was found dead hanging from a tree at his college campus. The only update that I have that former NFL star Colin Kaepernick is paying for a second autopsy to be done.
Oh, okay.
Because the what they call them people down there, people that for the city or county that does the autopsy, what do they call them people?
The medical examiner.
Yeah, medical examiner. There we go. So the medical examiner are ruling that there was no.
That's in every state and city, not just that.
Yeah, I just don't remember the name of the title. So the medical examiners would rule that there was no foul play and that Trey basically hung himself. And I'm like, I have never heard of a black person hanging himself when they're trying to, unalive themselves. I have never heard of that. I feel like as Afro Americans, if we were to go that route, we're gonna do something that's quick and fast. We're not gonna go find a tree, climb up the tree ourselves, and then by that time you would have changed your mind. Like something just ain't adding up. And then there were some people reporting, they were saying that he did not have any broken legs or arms. Some people are saying that his arms and legs were broken. We don't know. But if he did have broken legs, how did he climb in the trees? I'm like, I don't think you climb a tree with broken legs.
No, you don't.
So I'm just like, at this point, make it make sense. And then, like I said on the last video, where this happened at was just a few miles west of where Emmett Till was killed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, some name adding up with that story. And I think I read through some of the comments that was on TikTok. There was a lot of haters on TikTok, and then they tried to tell me I couldn't read. I said I can read just fine. Sometimes I just mix up my words a little.
Oh, and sometimes I have a TikTok, y'all, and everybody think I'm crazy.
What?
That I don't have a TikTok.
Oh, I do it for the podcast, but they want to say like, oh, he can't read. Well, I can read just fine. Sometimes I mix my words up. Sometimes I be talking faster than what my eyes are seeing sometimes. And then two, y'all don't see all the shit that I got on my screen over here. There is a lot of buttons and stuff I'm monitoring while I'm doing this damn show. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. Like, who y'all think is the one who make all the damn images pop up? That's me, while trying to read off of a screen at the same screen at the same time. I'm controlling.
Are those the two young men that were hung?
Oh no, it's the same. It's the same guy. It's just two different pictures.
It's the same dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to him.
So, yeah. So all that being said, let's head into final thoughts. Don't let your voices be silent. I'm gonna say that again. Please do not let your voices be silent. Silence, that's the right word. Don't let your voices be silenced. We have so much going on within Okay, I need to close that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so we have so much going on within the world right now, and our freedoms are being questioned. They are being trying to be stripped of us every single day. We got a current administration that's walking all of our freedoms. Don't want us to have the freedom of speech. They don't want to give us the basic means to life. Y'all want they constantly pricing people out of being able to live. They pricing people out of being able to buy food. They're pricing people out of being able to keep a house over their head, a roof over their head. They're pricing people out of being able to live in a world that's free to everybody else except for humans. Humans are the only people who have to slave to live on this freaking planet, and it's messed up. And like I said, we need to keep talking about the Epstein files. We need to keep talking about how he's trying to come for our rights. We need to keep talking about the things that this man is doing wrong, so that way this stuff do not get swept under the rug. And I'm going to keep talking about this. I'm not going to let nobody stop us from talking about this. I'm not going to let them try to put fear into us and not talk about these things. And that's my final thought. Don't let them silence your voices.
Well, my final thought is in a totally different direction. So you guys got to learn to kind of unplug from all of this stuff. All of this stuff can be very overwhelming, very depressing, very difficult to make sense of. And it makes it very difficult to believe what is true, what is not true, etc., etc. Okay. You got to learn how to unplug and step back a little bit from social media, from politics, from all of it, and go step outside. Like, see what the like Martell said, like everything else, every other living creature on this earth, everything is free, right? To live on this earth. Go outside. This is what we're paying for. Go get from behind the screen and go outside and experience life. I promise you, y'all missing a whole lot. And that is my final thought.
Yay! Final thoughts. So I just want to add before we go, like Tina said, go outside and experience life, go do things. Even though we cover a lot of like news and stuff that goes on here, there is like a day or two out the week where I would kind of not pay attention to the news because the news is just so stressful and depressing. Like earlier this week, I turned on the news within 5 minutes. I had to turn it off, and that shit it was just too depressing. So yeah, you gotta just like you said, get out from behind the screens, go out and enjoy the life. I am looking forward to going to my first Emeralds game. I'm starting to get into hockey. So I'm looking forward to going to my first Emeralds game. I don't know which one I'm gonna go to yet. So I'm thinking about the home opener.
I want to go to a Bucks game too.
Okay, we're gonna do that too then. So yeah, we're gonna look into going to like I say, Tina going to bus games, going to the Emeralds game.
You got a concert coming up.
See, I got the concert coming up, the Boy Is Mine tour, where I finally get to see Kelly Rowland perform live in person. I'm so excited to see Kelly Rowland.
I'm so happy for him, y'all. Oh my god.
So I got that coming up. So yeah, go out and enjoy life, experience life. I'm on this journey of starting a whole new chapter.
Period.
So hopefully within the next few months, things will be wonderful. And and that's all we have for this episode of Same As Different Day podcast. We hope to see you all on the next episode.
Bye.